Hi, everyone. Welcome to Secondhand Smoke. This is Rob Coates if it's your first time viewing. Today, we're going to be talking about, once again, who are around our children. Whether it's the teachers at school, whether it's the Little League coach, someone of that nature. We got to talk about who we're allowing around our children. We're going to jump right into it. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and at the end, share it with a friend and leave a comment if you like it. So, former students react after West Fargo principal arrested August 15th. This was uploaded 2 weeks ago. So, this is this year. Let's see what they have to say.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Betty.
And I'm Stacy Van Dyke. Many West Fargo families woke up this morning to startling news. A local elementary principal arrested on child porn charges.
Valley News Team's Reed Gregory joins us now live in studio with reaction from former students and what we know so far. Reed.
Justin, Stacy, that's right. The first day of school is just over a week away, and many families woke up to an email this morning from the district informing them that Independence Elementary School principal David George is no longer employed. Now, in the email, they say George turned in his resignation after being arrested on charges of child pornography. Now, a check of the Cass County jail roster shows the 39-year-old was taken into custody yesterday for
Yeah, see, look, this is what really screws me up. Just a small point, a little off topic, but George requested to submit resignation. Fire his ass. What do you mean requested? Could you please quit? Yeah, motherfucker, get out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you heard what they said. The parents get the email days before school that the principal will not be the principal. It'll be somebody else because motherfucker had child porn. Like, I don't know if I'm a huge believer in privacy. I'm a huge believer in what's your business is your business. But maybe some jobs you completely cancel out your rights to your internet browser. I don't know. We need to know. We as the parents, we need to know. Moving on. Just a couple of hours ago, and this is today, so Tuesday, September 5th, Edison teacher charged with child porn secretly filmed dozens of students, said prosecutor. The Edison Middle School teacher arrested on child pornography cases also had secretly taken dozens of photographs of male students during school and outside of school without their permission. Julius, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, 55 of Woodbridge, a science teacher at Woodrow Wilson Middle School, was charged August 30th with having less than 1,000 images of child pornography, a third-degree crime. Bro, I think, so if I'm the judge and I'm looking at this, I got to say, if I have two people, one dude who, let's say, works in a factory, he crushes cans for a living, and he gets busted with child porn on his computer, phone, laptop, whatever. Okay, so we got that. Now over here on this hand, if we got somebody that's a school principal or a teacher or a gym coach or anything that has to do with children, and you get caught with child porn, oh, we throwing the book at you even fucking harder than homie over, no, not homie, but dude over here with the factory job. Because just the fact that at least the factory job, dude, he away from the kids as much as we can see from a blind eye. You want to be all up in it, all up next to them, taking pictures of people's kids and shit. I was at the restaurant one night. I work in a restaurant, and we had a guy come in at a bar, and he blatantly took a picture of a woman. It was a woman and two of her daughters, and he took a picture of the little girl. And the woman confronted him like, "Did you just take a picture of our child?" The general manager wound up throwing them out, and you could just see that my general manager was just just the rage was just pouring out of his eyes. I know he wanted to do much more than tell the man to leave, but what's it going to take? We asked to resign from his job. Are you kidding me? I'm sure this guy, was asked to resign and, will probably just get a little slap on the wrist. Libs of TikTok on Twitter shared this. So, unusual hiring practices. School defends hiring of drag queen arrested on child porn possession. So not only was this person hired as a drag queen for the school, which is just a whole nother topic. I don't understand why we have drag queens at the school, but that's a controversial one. And shout out to the dude on the last video. He told me don't apologize for my opinion, so I'm going to take a page out of his book. Yeah. That's a strong opinion that I will not bend on. I don't want drag queens in my fucking school. I don't understand why that's even a thing that's happening. But we have one, and I'm not saying that all drag queens are creeps. I understand that. But just the fact that you want to come to the school and read, it's just a red flag attached to that. So if there are any good, decent drag queens that just so happens to have the joy of reading to children and don't sexualize them, this isn't for you. But you motherfuckers that's going to this school and getting your fucking hard-ons around these children, and then the school got the nerve to defend them. The school defends them, or defends the hiring of them. Excuse me. Here's another one. Here, I'll blow this one up quick just so you can see what this person looks like. I don't know why this person is at the school, but here we go. Meet Shane Murnan, elementary school principal. Shane is a drag queen who performs for the children and reads about gender to kids while dressed in drag. Shane was also previously arrested on child porn charges. Do you want this person in charge at your kid's school? Libs of TikTok once again. Shout out to Kaya. No, Kaya, I do not want these people in charge at my kid's school. Once again, maybe, just maybe, you sacrifice your web browser when you want to be a school principal, teacher, etc. And I'm sorry for all the good folks out there. I got friends as teacher, families as teachers, people that work in the school. I get it. This ain't for you. But look, man, hell, I gotta take my shoes off at the airport because some dickhead came in with a bomb 20 plus years ago. I can't. I got an expensive bottle of cologne. I don't drink, but people got expensive liquors, whatever the case may be. I can't bring that on the plane because some dickhead 20 some odd years ago. How come we're not protecting our most valuable asset, our children? I don't understand. We need to be vetting these people better. Another drag queen story. Casey Meta Boren, who mentored drag queen 11, an 11-year-old drag queen. That's just a whole nother story. That's a whole episode in itself, an 11-year-old drag queen. What are we doing to our kids, man? I found this video on YouTube, and I think it's very worth sharing. Convicted child predator Jack Reynolds describes how he selected his victims. So this is a guy that was convicted of, I guess, diddling kids, and he tells how he did it. So I think this is worth watching to all parents. So here we go.
How did you find your victims?
I found my victims moving from town to town. I scoped them out on school grounds. I scoped them out in Little League diamonds. I scoped them out in my own backyards, my neighborhoods, and things like that. I worked with people who had younger brothers. I socialized with those people so I could get in touch with their younger brothers and begin the grooming process. And eventually, it would take time, but I knew what I was doing. It was all calculated. I mean, this is nothing that happened overnight. You know, I knew, and I planned it all. It started out where I would move from one town to another. When I got located in one town, I would, survey the children in the town to see. It was always a small town. It was never a big one. Because big towns have big police forces, and big police forces tend not to be very friendly. Small towns have small police forces. They probably never even heard of a child molester or a sex offender, or never even had to deal with one. I knew that. At least I played upon that. And I got involved in Little League Baseball because I knew from my high school days that I could umpire Little League Baseball. I could umpire baseball. I was good at it. I was good at refereeing basketball and other sports because I could not play worth a crap in high school, but I enjoyed the sport so much that I did not want to not be a part of it. So I took up managing in high school, and then our coaches allowed me to referee intramural. And when I got to referee intramural, that gave me direct access to the younger boys. And that was how my molesting began, was in high school, when I had direct access to the younger boys through the intramurals programs.
All right. Yeah. Just first of all, it's kind of even hard to watch him. He got to talking about something, and he just had this fucking grin on his face. Yeah. But anyway, I do appreciate him giving us an insight to how his mind and others like him work. I thought it was very interesting that he said, I always got the idea of this, your kid's just snatched up on the street, and, not your kid, excuse me, a kid is violently, it's all one motion, one thing. One occasion rather. He's talking about grooming and calculated. That's what he said. He knew it would take time. It was calculated, and he was okay to spend that time. He didn't know when he was going to get what he wanted, but he knew he would work towards it. Do you know, like, a whole different topic, me as a man, not so much today, but when I was younger, and I wanted a woman for her goods, and maybe, I wasn't looking for anything serious. I wasn't wasting too much time. Like, if you weren't, making the move soon, then I would probably go along my way eventually. And a lot of men do. A lot of men put in the time. Good men, there are good men out there. But I was young, and now I'm willing to put the time in, just so you know. But anyway, what I'm saying is, he said this was all calculated. Like, he was just, like, the dedication. That's what I'm getting at. Like, the dedication to this. Like, what a fucking creep, man. But he said he would go from town to town. It was easier in the small towns than the big towns or the big cities. And we just got to watch who our kids are around, man. That's all I can stress. One person on the last video said, get your kids, homeschool your kids. If you can. I mean, times are hard. A lot of people can't afford to homeschool their kids. And I'm not belittling your comment. I agree 100%. If you can afford to, get your kids out of these schools. Because not all the teachers are bad. But you just got to be in these schools. You got to know what's going on, man. Because these people are all over. I, I had no issue finding, finding things, that this is there's so many different so many different stories on this. It's teachers with child porn. We're not even talking about people that acted on it. We're talking about people with the shit on their computers. All right. Well, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Make sure you share with a friend and hit that subscribe button and watch who your kids are around. I can't stress it enough. Of course, we want our kids to socialize and meet other different people and learn how to interact with other human beings. We don't want our kids to be trapped in the house all day and in front of a TV and whatever. But that's, man, it's tough. Just watch your kids, guys. Be safe. Peace out.